city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls. Here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Here, get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercut.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much there at all. He's up only to about this. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Kamara. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This defense for the Packers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Shoots by him, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. The Saints at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, This ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
27 yards there, a first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Kamara. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. The Raiders are out to an early lead. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November. 7-7, our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Perhaps the center has a little stage fright here. Let's see if he can do better this time. It's now 1st and 30. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and now it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Hands it off out of the gun. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
He'll buy some time right. It's caught. Smith.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Herbert.
On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Herbert. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. On 1st down now. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Saints have taken...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film opposed to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get up.
There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this one complete to Reed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on the 15-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert.
Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run off tackle right with Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Second and 1. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
A dangerous return man showing it here. The 30. 10. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game with points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second and 13. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. first down. He'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win
column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw now on first down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers.
And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead.
Saints 35. Will Lutz set to kick
After the
off.
touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tightrope. But 207 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Saints. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second and 3. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's back to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try to get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
I see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule. I guarantee he probably is told that you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The slot man in motion right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30, 10, 5, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career.
And the Saints use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Saints take over first down 10.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in